Hi, welcome back. I've been a little MIA for the past month. Apologies for that. Two reasons. I have my son almost every single day this summer. His childcare program does not do 2 months in the summer, so full-time childcare over here while trying to. Another big reason why I've been a little absent is I am working on a second business. I have mentioned this a couple of times. Some of you know what it is. Some of you are sneaky. It is not makeup related. It is not within the makeup industry. But you will find out soon. It's only going to be a couple more months before I kind of let you in on the secret. But yeah, my head's been in a lot of different places, and I've also been really heavy on my project pan this summer. I have not been buying new makeup. I've not been trying a ton of new things. And so, but you can expect my regular scheduling now. I feel like I'm back on a good multitasking track right now. What I wanted to talk about today are some of my 5 no makeup essentials this summer. So I think I only have one actual makeup product in this lineup. These are kind of like makeup skincare hybrids, and these are 5 things that I have been wearing nonstop, daily, that are going to help me get through the summer. But yeah, I feel like in the summertime, the entire gist of things is less is more. So these are some products that you can kind of multitask with to wear as minimal makeup as possible, if that makes sense. I wanted to start out by talking about these guys right here because they are fairly new. Glow Sculpt blushes, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I was not expecting much out of these. I really wasn't even super excited when I saw the launch, but I'm wearing one shade right now. I'm wearing Quartz Glow, and I have just fallen in love with these. They are such a fun and unique formula. When you see them in the pan, obviously they look very shimmery metallic, and they do have quite a bit of glow to them. But one thing that I love is that they actually sculpt the cheeks like they say, and they come in colors that really translate as blushes and bronzers. Most of the shades in this lineup could be worn as blushes or bronzers. For example, this quartz tone. Is it a blush? Is it a bronzer? We'll never know. It's just a good combo of warm undertones that you can pull off as a blush or bronzer. So my 2 favorites are actually very similar. I would not, if you pick 2, I would not recommend getting these 2 together because they are pretty similar. Of course, Quartz Glow, which is what I am wearing currently, this would probably show up as a little bit of a bronzer on those of you who have really fair skin. If you're leaning more into the medium tan category, this could come off more blushy or in a sense of a highlighter. Now, Mauve Glow is definitely gonna give you more of that blushy look, but this gives that perfect combo of bronze and blush. You guys know when I talk about blushes and bronzers that I like to use that have both of those tones. So I like to use shades like this when I just want a quick one and done look. When I don't want to go in and apply a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer all at once, this kind of gives that multi-dimensional look that keeps people guessing. It's again, with this quartz color, is it more blushy? Is it more of a bronzer? This one definitely runs a little bit more blushy, but in a really pretty, almost soft sunburn type of way. I did a review of this shade in particular over on my Instagram if you want to see it more in action, but of course I will insert swatches here for you. But yeah, these are they're lovely, they're fun, and they're super pretty. So speaking of SPF, this is one that I love to pull out in the summertime. It was sent to me years ago, and I've repurchased it almost every summer since. And it's just a really beautiful formula that also wears great underneath makeup. It's Shiseido's Synchro Shield Clear SPF stick, and this is just a gel SPF stick, and you literally just apply it directly to the skin. Now this gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin. That's one reason why I love using it in the summertime. It gives that nice glowy, healthy look, but it almost feels like a primer on my skin. It's a little grippy, and it has, I know some of you might be sensitive to fragrance, and I'm not sure what the fragrance content is in this. It doesn't bother my sensitive skin, but I love the smell of it. It's almost like citrusy. So yeah, this is a phenomenal SPF formula. It just feels almost like a hydrating serum on the skin. It's very like rich and glowy. This is a formula that I do enjoy reapplying. Some formulas not so much, but this one never gives me issues when it comes to reapplying, especially when I'm like at the beach or outside a lot. It's just something that's very easy to throw on the face, blend, and go. I'm pretty sure this is like a bestseller on Sephora as well. It's a phenomenal SPF if you've never tried it. Honestly, Shiseido SPFs I love in general. They just work so effectively and they don't feel like SPF. That's one thing that I cannot stand. You get what I'm saying? Like when stuff feels really sunscreeny on the skin and it's hard to blend out, or you have the white cast. I never get that with the Shiseido formulas. Okay, this is something I use almost every single day in the summertime for two different reasons. So it's a pretty popular product. It's the Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. So essentially like bronzer drops. I know some other brands make similar products that are significantly cheaper, so I would also encourage that. These are just the ones I have been using forever. And I'm 30 now, so I feel like I'm a creature of habit. So what I love to do with this in the summertime is simply mix it with my moisturizer. And it gives like the most gorgeous, like almost like you just self-tanned your face. Like you have a nice bronze glow. Then you can get away with just wearing a little bit of concealer, a little bit of mascara. And it also does have like skincare benefits to it. Honestly, I have no clue what the skincare benefits are. I just use it for the bronze factor. But the second way that I like using this is when I start to get a tan in the summertime and I still have my foundations from the winter that are too light for me or that are starting to become too light. I just add a drop of D-Bronzi in and it completely transforms it, makes it dark enough for my complexion, and that way I don't have to go out and, adjust my foundation shades or purchase another foundation. And let's be real, like I don't do that anyways. I feel like I have a shade for every season, no matter what it is, just in different foundation formulas. But if there's a foundation that I'm loving and it's starting to get, too light for me going into the summertime, I literally just add a pump of this and it, gets the job done. It's definitely a saving grace in my routine for the summertime, whether it's just mixing with my moisturizer or in with my foundation. Oh, I had to say it, Gen Z Arch Support, and I really wanted to highlight on this product because a lot of you have been intrigued by this because it's been like the only brow product that I've used for the past year. Probably at least a year or close to a year now, but their shades run a little bit dark, and I'm happy to announce that they did expand on a lighter arch support. So this is the Gen Z Arch Support. It's literally one of the best brow products I've ever tried. It's all I have on my brows right now, and I'm a dum-dum. I'm literally a dum-dum, and I didn't use the new color on my brows today, but the new shade is called Light Taupe, and I will insert a little swatch for you so you can see if it might work better with your brows if you do have lighter brows. And they're also expanding on some mid-range and darker colors for next year. They won't be out until next year, but for those of you who have really been wanting to try this, but you felt, the shades were just too dark for you, they now have Light Taupe, and I think it's kind of like a perfect light tone. If you have blonde hair, strawberry blonde, reds, this will be one to look into. But Arch Support it does it all. Like it fills in your brows, it holds them in place, and you don't have that like super precise look you get with using like a pomade or a pencil, but magically it just fills everything in. Like I can't explain it. It's almost like a powder and gel combo, so it's super natural. But it looks phenomenal on bare skin, like if you don't wear foundation, and it looks phenomenal if you wear like a full face of makeup. So yeah, this had to be included because I literally wear this every single day. It's one of the best brow products like I've ever tried. And you can now get it in a lighter color. So I would highly recommend, if you've refrained from purchasing because you've known the shades would just be too dark, I would highly recommend checking this shade out. Last but not least, I cannot stress enough, I feel like this product also falls into the same category as the Gen C Arch Support. I use these every single day. Like every single day, I have one in my purse. They are multi-purpose. You can get a nice glossy color with them, but also they're nourishing. So like if you don't want to carry around a chapstick and a lip gloss and a lipstick, these kind of do it all, and they're super natural and totally appropriate for summertime. Most of you know what I'm going to say here. InnBeauty Project lip glazes. And I have my 3 favorite shades here because they do make a lot of these colors. And whichever one you feel like resonates with you, totally fine. But these are the ones I wear the most. My most worn is Mystery, which is what I am wearing on my lips currently. This is kind of pH adjusting, not really... Like it's not going to give you a bright pink candy lip, but I mean, what you see on me right now, I feel like is its like most potential. So it just gives you like this soft, light pink tone, a little hint of color to the lips. I literally will put this in my pocket if I'm going in somewhere and I don't want to bring my bag, but I'm also like a freak if my lips get dry or just look, you know, when you just like have flat lip syndrome, like after you've ate and you don't have anything on your lips, like I hate that. So I will bring this with me like everywhere. Also at the beach, at the pool, still you get nice pretty shine on the lips, but it's not as intense as using a lipstick, and you get the nourishment benefits. The next one is Cookie. This is like the most perfect nude color on the planet. I absolutely love this. If you love nude glosses, you need this one in your collection, period, because it is one of the most stunning, milky nudes I've ever tried. And then lastly, Candy Apple. This one is actually, I'm wearing Candy Apple right now. I lied. I put Candy Apple. I had Mystery on, and then before I started filming, I put Candy Apple on. So Candy Apple is kind of just like an elevated version of Mystery, in my opinion. It's not really a red, but it's not as pink as Mystery. It's just kind of like somewhere in between. So I love this one. This is such a beautiful summertime color. It will give you that reddish, you know, slight, like very faint red tint to the lips. So this is the dawn, this is the age of lip oils. Like, what can I say? I think these are just, they're perfect year round, but especially in the summertime, that just like careless, effortless style look on the lips. These are definitely going to give you that. Okay, I think that was it. I think that was it for my top 5 no makeup summer essentials. These are things that I am just like on repeat with right now. And I felt like I needed to share. And some of them, I know it's a broken record, but also like when I ride or die with something, I ride or die with it. It sticks with me. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this little compilation. Thanks for your patience with me for the past, month. I've missed a couple weeks of uploads, but I feel like I'm back on track now. We can get back into it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.